My name is Trisha Fasnacht, and I am your student's teacher for the fall semester of 2021. Welcome to Room 206. I teach two courses this fall. Block 1, I have an English 9, Communication Arts. Block 2, Speech and Creative Writing. And Block 4, English 9, Communication Arts. I'd like to start out just by saying how amazing the students have been so far this year. It's been a real joy to have everyone back in class. They've been engaged, they've been excited. Our discussions have been lively and quite introspective. So thank you for that. I'm going to start by talking about a couple key concepts that are going to cross between all three courses that I'm teaching this year. Start with tech tools. Our learning management system is Schoology. Your students are quite familiar with Schoology, particularly in my class. It is where I keep just about all of the information that they will need. There are handouts occasionally and some packets they may have. For example, right now, English 9 students have a Macbeth packet that we are just about ready to get going with. But for the most part, everything that they will need for my classes can be found on my Schoology page. So Schoology is basically our home base for all of the directions that your student will need for class assignments, uploads, due dates, and discussion boards. And if there are any questions on what needs to be finished or what does this assignment look like, Schoology is usually a wonderful place to start. I keep everything current on there. In fact, I like to put my due dates a few weeks out so students can plan accordingly. I completely understand how very busy that their lives are, the activities they have, the responsibilities they have. Some students are working. So I really try to give them time and not surprise them with due dates or assignments just kind of coming up quite quickly. So know that they are always well aware when something is about to happen in my classes. Additionally, Google Classroom, and this is the place that your student can go to access Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Slides, and Google Sheets. So anytime we are writing, they always have access to Google, and that's a wonderful tool. What also makes Google Classroom so great is then when we are editing, students can share their assignments with me ahead of time, so I can look in on them and see if they need any assistance. Also, they can share them with other students, so other students can help in the revision process. This is key in both English 9 and speech and creative writing. Classroom expectations. I just ask students to bring their creativity, their own voice, and a willingness to be a self-directed and curious learner. I am so excited to be their teacher this year, and I am looking forward to sharing my love of reading, writing, and communicating with them. My overall vision for these two courses is to build a community of learners who are critical thinkers, working toward producing authentic projects that will influence their future. In the process, my hope is that students discover a little bit about themselves now and who they hope to become in the future. Class rules. First and foremost, be courteous and respectful of others. Respect and listen to other students' ideas thoughtfully. This is something that we are actively working on during our class discussions. It is super important to not only have excellent maybe speaking skills, but also listening skills. So taking that moment to sit back and listen to another student's thoughts, feelings, and ideas. And then if you're going to respond first of all with kindness and to respond in a manner that will elevate and perhaps even continue the discussion further. Respect and listen to the teacher. Come to class prepared. This is something that the students are doing a really wonderful job with because there are 4 blocks in a day. Students often have to go to their lockers several times throughout the day, but they're doing a wonderful job coming prepared. Now I would like to discuss the individual courses that I'll be teaching in the fall semester of 2021, starting with English 9, Communication Arts. Each class begins with students reading independently for roughly 15 minutes. This is a book of their choosing. So whatever they like to read, this is the time in class every day that they get to explore that topic. What's wonderful about having students read their own books is that they are incredibly engaged in that. And often I see students reading through a series of books and, recommending them to others. So that's really, really encouraging to see. Uh, this independent reading also leads to 2 mini book projects per quarter for a total of 4 book projects in the entire semester. Students also have personal choice in their book project. They get to choose from about 12 choices geared towards their personal strengths. So, if a student is artistic and enjoys drawing, there are ways to express that through this project through either the creation of a book cover or perhaps even doing some drawings of some scenes from the book. Students can also create dioramas of an important or special scene in the book. For students that enjoy the writing aspect, they may choose to write a different ending for the book, do a character study, or even create an epilogue telling what happens next after the events of the book have finished. So, really geared towards students' individual strengths and things that they enjoy doing. Additionally, every day we write in our writer's notebook, and that comes in the form of writing prompts that are geared towards topics or themes of the day or in the coming week. Students also get a chance to explore ideas or concepts for bigger essays, such as our informative and persuasive writing pieces, in their writer's notebook through a series of prompts and ideas. And then over the course of weeks, they can explore these ideas and see if this is something they would like to turn into a 5-paragraph essay. Lastly, students use their reading and writing skills in order to explore big ideas in the world. So students are encouraged to explore ideas, concepts, themes that we discuss in class and apply them to other classes and even places outside of the school. Our units are broken into short stories, poetry, informative essay writing, which we are currently working on, persuasive essay writing, and then 2 literature units, a novel unit in which we read and discuss as a class Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, and our dramatic unit, which is William Shakespeare's tragedy, Macbeth. We are currently working on Macbeth, and it has been absolutely wonderful watching the students act out the play in front of the class and seeing them really get into their roles and encouraging each other. It's just been really delightful to watch. Speech and creative writing, my Block 2 class. Students work independently on meaningful writing and speech topics throughout the semester. These projects often overlap, so you may hear your child saying, "Oh, I'm working on a short story right now and I'm preparing my speech." There's a little overlap there, but know that there is class time given and time to collaborate, time to work together, time to discuss with me any concerns that they may have. We really are a small class in speech and creative writing, and we try to help each other out pretty much every day. Students participate in sharing their own writing with each other and with the class. They create presentations that are engaging and well planned, whether that be through their formal speeches, even through very, very quick impromptu speeches where they get 5 minutes to plan. Participate in appropriately critiquing other classmates' writing and speeches is also a component of our speech and writing class. Units, along with assignments and projects. We have a short story writing unit. Students will write several short stories throughout the course of the semester. Formal speeches. There are to be 4 formal speeches. The teaching presentations have been especially exciting to watch. So these are where students are presenting mentor texts. These are texts that can be either an article, a short story, a TED Talk, or a poem that are important to the student, that speak to the student, and that are also sharing something that can be useful in our class. So if it's a TED Talk and the speaker uses incredible visual aids or they use humor in their speech, these are things that can inform our class and help us grow as speakers, as writers, as humans. So it's been great to see the mentor text that the students have been choosing. It tells a lot about who they are. And I think with each mentor text presentation, the class and myself, we both learn a little bit more about each other. So that's been really lovely, lovely to see this fall. Finally, if you need to contact me, Parents can reach me by email at tfasnacht@cacalico.org. I answer all emails as quickly as possible, and if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out, and I will help you in any way that I can. Your students can reach me every day, first of all, here in my room, in room 206. They can also reach me through a Schoology message. All they have to do is hit the little envelope at the top of Schoology, type in my first and last name, Trisha Fasnacht. My name will pop up, and they can message me with any concerns they may have or questions if they are not currently in my classroom. I get several Schoology messages throughout the day, and I think your students can attest to the fact that I get back to them quite quickly with anything that they may need. So please feel free to encourage them to send me a Schoology message if there is anything that they need. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. It has been a joy to have your students in class this year, and I look forward to the rest of the semester. Thank you very much.